Uh-oh.
Excluding Soul Eater, what is your favorite anime?
Oh, oh, oh man, dude, I have a lot. Like, I guess my all-time favorite, and it's not even one that I still really, like, I haven't finished collecting the manga, but it's definitely Shaman King. That's just, like, near and dear to me for a lot of reasons. And then I guess Full Metal Alchemist, just because I don't know what you're doing with your life if you don't like Full Metal Alchemist.
Medusa?
Yeah. Um, do comics count? God, I can't think of an anime. I'm so far behind in Bleach. Otherwise, I would say Bleach because I love Bleach. I'm just so far behind.
Same here.
Like I got cut off when Aizen got thrown in prison. So I'm pretty much where Cartoon Network is at right now, like Adult Swim. But yeah, like I love High School of the Dead, but I wouldn't consider it one of my favorites. I would, well, okay, I would consider Pokemon, but I like the games and I like the like first and second season. Like after the Johto League, it just went downhill. Like as far as seasons go, but it's really hard because honestly, whenever I saw Soul Eater, I rewatched it 3 times right after I saw it the first time, like the whole season. And so I've never done that with any other anime. I love Fruits Basket. I guess that would be definitely in my top. But yeah, if I can't count Bleach, I think I would say Fruits Basket.
Yes! Sorry.
Your turn, Patty.
Okay. Oh dear God, Medusa took one of my favorites. We need to
Run a
spread
high
more love
school.
for. Oh dear God, don't make me pick and choose.
I forgot about Oran.
And Fairy Tale.
I would say. God, too many to choose from. Golly. That's not fair. Oh, good grief. It's either between, Full Moon wo Sagashite or Maid Sama. Oh dear gosh.
Which is about to end.
I know. Is there truly going to be a second season, or is that just a rumor?
I haven't researched it myself yet, so.
They're saying that there might be a second season, but don't hold my word on that. I would not choose Maid Sama Wiki, because they might not say anything like that, but I would choose Maid Sama.
Blair.
For a little while there, I was actually really into Sword Art Online. That was a really good anime, and it kind of came off different.
Everyone loves Sword Art. My turn. Besides Soul Eater, there's only like, I have a whole shelf of manga and a whole cabinet of anime, but there's only literally, I will find myself rereading this manga over and over and over. I'll like pick up a chapter, a volume in the middle, and just read to like 5, 6 volumes before I even realized I spent half my day reading already. And this is probably iShield 21. I really enjoy that one, but it's over. And History's Strongest Disciple. If I had to say besides Soul Eater, those would be my 2 favorite anime mangas. Then there's all the new stuff that keeps coming out.
If Avatar was considered an anime, which I know it's not, it would be number 1, no questions asked.
Oh,
Before
Avatar.
Soul
I
Eater.
do love Avatar.
Yeah.
I like Legend of Korra, but just it's not on the same level.
Every once in a while, America cartoonist gets it right.
Yep.
Once
Which
in a
don't get me
while.
wrong, Legend of Korra is great. It's one of the best things around, but Avatar
Yeah.
is just so much better.
I completely agree. I
I just
love
think the
Korra so
romance was
much.
forced.
Yeah, I did feel that in the first season. Like, you gave the fans everything they wanted in the first season. What are you gonna do with the second season?
And like I don't know, like I wanted to like Asami, but they just kind of seem
Oh,
like
I
they put
fucking
her
hate
there.
that bitch. Oh,
I
I hate
wanted to
her.
like her, but they just put her there. She
Yeah,
like I was like, why is she here except for to have the dad who's doing stuff?
yeah, and to get cheated on
Yeah.
by douchebag McFucktard.
That's gonna be his new name to me.
I'm dressing my husband up as him though for AWA.
That
I mean,
that
he's
is
a pretty
awful.
guy. He's a pretty
So
guy.
her husband is douchebag McFucktard.
Don't get me wrong, douchebag McFucktard is a pretty guy. And I mean, given like the option of, hey, this is a toy, that'd be great.
But he's a douchebag McFucktard.
I didn't say he was dateable. I said he was a toy. This has been my
Too,
out of character statement of the night.
too bad he's hot.
You always get one.
I know, right?
I need some male backup, apparently. I just realized this. But whatever, I don't care.
There are plenty of girls that dudes like just because they're hot. They know that those girls are terrible people, and they're like, well, at least she's hot. I can say that about a guy.
I can say that about my brother. You all know who
Wait.
I'm talking about.
Wait, that doesn't sound quite right.
No, one of the people he dated.
Oh, okay.
Let's not mention that person's name on
I
here.
vaguely recall this story that I didn't really hear. Haha.
Oh, you'll get a ton of info soon.
I don't need it.
I had. Alright. I have a question for each. I have a question. Right now we're going to ask questions to each other for about 15 more minutes, then we'll call it a game.
What if I don't have a question?
Then you don't have a question. I want to know what Medusa's thoughts. Like, for example, we all know why female cosplayers get more representation than male cosplayers. We all know the fact.
They're
What do
hot.
you think?
It's not boobs if that's what you're trying to get at.
No.
Uh-huh.
It's just that. I've actually had this conversation with someone at work. He goes like, "Yeah, they were talking about cosplay females." Like, but I cosplay too. He's like, "That's the stupidest thing I've heard. You shouldn't cosplay. You're a guy." So I'm going, "Shut up, LT." Stupid lieutenant. But what is your take? Why do female cosplayers get more attention than male cosplayers? Is that?
I think that female cosplayers, I know a lot of them that don't really give a crap, but I know a bunch of them that are just nitpicky. Females are more prone to be attention to detail. And also, a bunch of them are also really self-conscious. So they'll stick with characters that fit their body type a lot. And with males, males tend to have an ego, and so they think they're hot when they're not. They think they have abs when they're not. They think they're Goku size when they're a buck 05. Like, there is a huge ego that men have when it comes to cosplaying that I don't think they're able to think straight. So whenever that's why we get so aroused when we see a actual muscular guy doing a fucking awesome cosplay. So I guess it's just females are just more prone to sticking with their body type. And I've seen people break the rules, don't get me wrong.
Question.
But what?
Are you using the informative we as everybody in this podcast likes to watch?
Hey, you said that Shinra Junkie was awesome and he was hot. So, that's on you, boo-boo.
I never said he was hot, but I did say he
You
was fucking amazing.
you said something of the sort that made me refrain from saying homo. Okay, you said something along that line.
I said he's fucking amazing. No homo. This is why I need
That explains a lot.
Says a person who was like thrown on the bed at AWA.
Oh, you want to go there?
Oh well, then.
No, don't make me mention the pillow.
Oh God, no! Oh,
That's what I thought. Blackmail people.
I think cosplay those kind of become a woman's niche in the nerd community.
And we also if we notice something wrong with our costumes, I know I do, and I know a bunch of other girls who do. I don't know if you guys do, but I know a lot of people that will go back and try to finish those cosplays, like redo it until it's perfect so they can have it to wear again whenever they want to and they know it's perfect, rather than going on to the next cosplay. So, I mean, because I debuted Jack when he could have had a little more work done to him, and I'm still going to go back and fix stuff with him. I hate the wig that I have, so I just got to fix that. But I'm still going to keep going back to all my costumes until they're perfect, or to my version of perfect.
So, if a group of guys without the ego actually get together, do you see that there might be a possibility for... Because you're part of the D20 girls, right?
Yes.
Do you see a possibility for a male cosplay group coming up sometime?
If they go about it the right way, then yes. I know, I mean, I know some guys that would be capable of doing something like that. So yes, you guys would just have to go about it the right way. And, honestly, I mean, us females just have it out easier, I guess, than you males, honestly, in the cosplay world, because everyone wants to see boobs. I know that's just terrible, but no one wants to see penis. So,
They even censor it on Game of Thrones. I was kind of mad. They didn't censor that one prostitute, JJ, when she did a backwards crab walk, but they sure as heck censored a penis the other night.
These the people that I work with. Alright.
But women are also, I think girls are they're gonna get the worship for it more too. They're just gonna get the worship for it. It's gonna be, hey, pretty girl. And if there's a pretty dude, there's not gonna be that many girls who aren't gonna be too shy to say, hey, you, give me number, now.
I would probably be in a corner if that happened to me. If you.
I'm gonna arrange it. I'm going to arrange it.
Oh, God, no.
I wonder if I give people quarters if they'll do it.
I don't need to have a mob of females chasing after me in a corner. No. Although that is a dream. But it seems a whole lot scarier in real life if you think about it.
I want this to happen.
Please, no.
Maybe.
I mean, yeah. You've seen my pots. I like to talk about my pots. Are they done?
I tuned in at the wrong time for that.
Every time I hear Kilik say I like to talk about my pots, I'm like listening really hard for the S, because one day he's gonna slip up.
I would say I like to talk about my pot.
Yes, I can't hear you right now, Kilik.
One day he's gonna say I'm just gonna forget the S. But still, there's still work I want to do with him. When I see him in pictures close up, I'm saying, well, that's wrong, that's off, I need to fix that, that needs to be fixed. Like, the Kilik cosplay outfit is completely really simple. No matter which way you look at it. Compared to the other Soul Eater characters, his outfit's pretty simple.
Maka's freaking boots.
Sucks to be those.
Hey, I actually have them together and they stayed together through the last con and I just need to clean the scuffs.
His Broadway outfit is even easier. It's a dress shirt, white, blue pants, and a pair of Converse-like shoes.
I hate you.
Yeah, yours is awful.
I hate you.
But, as I said before, the small details make stuff stand out, and I do see there is an ego problem with guys. I've seen some guys wear some outfits I'm going, nope. See, that's when I first cosplayed. I only cosplayed dark-skinned characters. Then I decided to cosplay characters that don't get cosplayed. And that's
Some dudes with egos. It's just funny to me how some of the dudes with the biggest egos are like the worst looking ones who shouldn't be wearing what they're wearing and then they tell other people what to wear.
Oh my god, I want to fucking punch them.
See, I'm just going to continue to work my pots. It's kind of funny when you search your character's cosplay and your prop comes up before you, but Google? Yeah. I did find that hilarious. Those are my pots. I'm way down here. What? But
Oh
yes.
my god.
Does anyone else
Patty,
have
Patty has no comment for that.
Pots. I added the S. So does anyone have any question they want to try to throw off another podcast member? Ideas, thoughts, discussion topics?
What this is like an extremely touchy subject, but what is your opinion on the whole color cosplaying thing? I've never really asked a black guy, so.
Before I start, did you ever have a chance to ask another black guy?
I did, but he forced his opinion on me without me asking, and he was already annoying, so I didn't really listen to his opinion. And he's not so very favored with other cosplayers either, so I didn't really give a fuck about his opinion to begin with.
Alright, so what is my opinion on colored cosplay? What do you want me to say? What, like, you want,
okay, when do you think it is okay to cosplay a character that's not your skin color? Like, is it okay? Do you have to meet certain requirements regardless of your skin color, or what? Like, does it even matter to begin with?
Alright, this is where I come in. This is part of my cosplay in general idea philosophy that there's two sides. There's the hobbyist and then there's the professionalist, even though you really don't get paid to do it. But the ones who think it as a hobby, the ones who think it as an artist. I'm going to start from the top and go down. Times I think it is not appropriate to cosplay a character whose skin color is far outside your range. I mean, one or two shades, you can... Yeah. But if it was like someone like, a pale
Would
white
you ever cosplay Grimjaw? Like, I guess that skin color.
Oh
He's
my
pretty
god,
pale.
Grimjow.
It depends. Let me go through this. I have to go through this or I'll pretty much get absolutely nowhere.
Okay.
I remember that. So when I said before, the times that I think it's completely... If you're using cosplay as an expression of art, and you're trying it to the utmost, your main goal is to cosplay costume, cosplay contest, win all those, that. If I was a judge, and I was giving a character if you're trying to fit the character, there's sometimes when, okay, if you're in a cosplay contest, stick to your skin tone. It'll make you look better, it looks more presentable, and it allows the judges to feel more of the character than if the skin tone was out, and then that's what the judges will be focusing on, that, well, how this, that, that. That's just my opinion. There are times when I have said I do get mad at the people. I have said this. I have said this. I hate it when white people cosplay black characters. If they're not enough characters, they can fit themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I have said that before. Do I still mean it? There's just a little... It tugs against me when there's like a white character, a white person cosplaying a black character, and the cosplay doesn't really... It's not a good cosplay. It's like they threw it together. I mean, if it was an amazing cosplay, I would go, I'll let it slide. But if it's a crappy cosplay, I'm going, really?
Yeah.
But it's really difficult subject to touch on, as you said, due to the fact that it's more of a racial boundary fix. I mean, like, take the cosplay for colors. That was the cosplayer of colors was founded by someone who got ratchet on because she did she was black and did Sailor Venus.
Oh yeah.
And all that story. I mean, how can I say, oh, it's alright for a black person to cosplay a white person, but the back going backwards is completely no.
Well, honestly, if you did not like that, I would completely understand, because you guys are very limited. I mean, I would understand that. I really would, because it is hard to find a colored character in anime that you would really want to do, because some people have said, well, what if I don't like any of the black characters in anime? Do I just have to, not cosplay or cosplay a character that I don't like? And I understand where they're coming from with that. So, I mean, I would understand if you would feel like that. But, like, let me say, like, I've wanted to cosplay Lana from Archer, but I know she's black, but she's not, like, black. She's, like, mocha color. She's like Korra's skin color, and I've cosplayed Korra, so... Would you be offended if I cosplayed Lana? Would you think that would be wrong?
That falls in because she's Korra colored. And, I mean, I've had thoughts of, like... I have had the thoughts of the white people cosplaying Korra all the time. I mean, you can do it, just don't be completely pale. Go get some sun.
Yeah.
Please,
I understand that
son.
completely, because I hate that too. I really do.
Well, get some sun, but don't paint your skin.
No,
That's a no-no.
Never. Number one rule, if you're a white person cosplaying a black person, number one rule, do not turn yourself black. Because we'll all just look at you.
Unless you're doing Uncle Ruckus.
You can do that. But we'll all just look at you and
God.
go, nope, that's not happening.
If someone cosplayed Uncle Ruckus, I would hug them.
Yeah.
But, see, that's why it's easier I think it's easier for white people to cosplay different broads of skin colors than the black people, because we don't change skin color.
Yeah.
I've been the same color, but y'all can tan or go pale or bleach.
I can't.
Or sunburn.
Oh, I can sunburn like a boss. Oh, man.
That reminds me.
I just think that if you cosplay a character that's not your race, you just better have a good outfit to back it up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I was also going to point out.
Outfits. If you have a good outfit, you're going to stand out, regardless if you're cosplaying character right. But if the outfit's perfect, I mean, what can I say against you? I mean, I might be mad at you for doing it, but there's nothing I can pick at to make a confrontation against you with it if the cosplay's good.
Yeah. I mean, even like that Sailor Venus that you brought up, her cosplay is amazing. Aside from her skin color, her cosplay is just amazing. And so I understood why she was just getting so offended. So, but
And if you take
it's
it,
like I understand if you're doing it for the fun of it, but like if you have a cosplay page and you want to actually be that character, I'm really sorry, but you can never be a clone of Ichigo if you're black. It's just not gonna happen. You can have a badass costume and you can get recognition for it, but I mean if you want to be a clone of a character, you are limited. Because I mean, if you guys notice, I like to do the comparison photos and kind of
I
like
noticed.
relive anime screenshots. And you obviously can't do that if you're a certain skin color. Um, but yeah, I mean, if you are set on being Ichigo, you need to work the fuck out of that cosplay to be the best you can possibly be. So, but that's just my take on it. Like if you're gonna do that, you need to be fucking awesome, especially if you want to advertise it. Otherwise, then just have fun. I don't fucking care. But if you're gonna flaunt around, you need to have some shit to back up.
Yeah, my feelings on this subject they've changed as I'm going. Because I would say one thing, then I go like, well, I can't say that if I believe this and that and that. So this subject I really haven't really touched on. I mean, I just let everything mostly slide. I mean, true, if I walked into a Soul Leader panel that I'm hosting and there's this white guy sitting there as Kilik and I'm going, I'll probably just stare at him for the rest of the panel. I kid you not. I would probably just look at him and just glare at him for the rest of the panel while I'm talking. Nothing else would exist besides this guy and me. He'd probably be afraid the entire panel. Or reverse side like Brad did, or Black Star did 2 MomoCons ago, not this one, the last one, and saying our podcast, Cause You're Black, and there just happened to be a black guy inside the panel room that gave him the glare. That was funny. But cosplaying while you're black, it's hard. Okay. If you were to take the black community and what they see as normal and all this stuff, cosplaying is completely shit out the window. I have been questioned many times about why I have 4 wigs in my room. That's kind of stupid. That sounds gay, or that's stupid. Because it's not normal black culture. So we get beat in from that side.
It's not really normal white culture either, but white kids get away with it better.
Yeah.
Our parents are understanding individuals who don't give us butt whoopings. Unless you're in the South. I'm in the South, so I can't really say that.
My mom is understanding. My mom went to AWA.
My mom's not
dressed
very
up.
understanding. But she's accepted it because I forced her to.
My mom dressed up at AWA.
I remember meeting your mom.
But
My mom dressed up too.
my mom was a professional makeup artist, or is, so. But they get beat down from that side of their normal community of people they hang out with are supposed to socialize with per social norms, whatever, all this psychology stuff, per social regulations. But as we go into our own group, like, we go out of Deviants and we come into the cosplayers group, we're sometimes still beat down both sides, so we really don't have anything. That's why most of the time if you see black people at conventions, it's either few or far between, or they're always in a group together.
Like at your panel, where they were all together.
Like at my panel.
That was
all
an
of them
exception, though. That was a black people panel.
came. It was a black people panel.
White people couldn't show up.
There were 2 of them there.
Me. For a minute.
Oh my god.
I had to cut suckers loose.
We're doing it at AWA. They emailed me, can we do this? We want this. Like, okay. We're just gonna have like random black people from Atlanta walk into the convention going, I heard there was a black guy panel. What? I paid $40 for this one panel. That's the only reason I came here for this panel. This is a room of black. Turn out the lights, you see no one.
Oh man,
You guys.
I
But
can't do this.
that's why probably black cosplayers have the feelings that because they're just. I mean, I myself, I've been impounded. I mean, not at conventions because really no one actually messes with me at conventions because I'm pretty much happy-go-lucky and like, pfft, huh. But I mean, at work here where I'm at now, I've been criticized 5, 6 times. Some people are understanding, some aren't. It's just. Well, to sum up my feelings on this subject, if you're a white person and you're gonna cosplay a black person, please do not skip on the cosplay. Because if you have a good cosplay, it doesn't have to be perfect. But you just have to be perfect. But if it's good, we'll accept it. If it's shitty, we're reaming you. Period. We may
Amen.
not say
Wait.
anything to you.
You're rimming?
Ream.
Reaming. Oh my god.
That doesn't sound okay either.
It means we're chewing your ass out. But you don't have to verbally. You can silently ream somebody by not saying anything or just staring at them or shunning them. But it's a mixed bag of feelings, especially for me, because I've always prided myself in being a super open-minded person and not try to have closed-minded opinions completely. I mean, I have my ways, I have my thoughts, but I always allow other thoughts or people's views to come in and I balance them and make myself better. But it's just hard on this subject because it's literally one part of me is you have all these other characters you can do. Leave the black people. Give us the black people with black characters. And on the other side of me is going, well, what if I cosplay a white character? They can say the same thing to me if I said that to them, but I want to cosplay this character. It's just back and forth. But if you really want to cosplay the character, it's all come down to your costume and make sure it's on point. But reality, if you're going to a cosplay costume, please, a cosplay contest, please have the right skin color, or at least close. I do not need to see no pale, I do not need to see a pale, because that. One does not need to see a pale Don Kanoichi at a cosplay costume. I don't need to be blinded by Don Kanoichi, let me put it that way. Did that answer your question, Medusa?
Yes. Thank you.
I have one more for Maka, then we can call it quits.
Oh snap.
Maka, you're a brony, right?
Well, yeah, I watch the new episodes. I don't go out of my way to, but yeah, I kind of keep up.
So, as we know, bronies get beat down. One can actually, I thought of this today, one can actually take the brony fandom and compare it, brony fandom in America, and compare it to the otaku culture in Japan, or how the rest of the country views them. Good comparison, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
But, except there's no giant brony city in America. As I was saying. But they're all saying, like, this is a coach for this, but the bronies learn these rules and they apply them to their life. But where I'm getting at, compared to all the other stuff that's happening today, and how people forget or don't pass stuff down, don't you think a brony will be a better parent than some of the parents we have out there?
It depends on the brony because I know chill, mature bronies, and then I know bronies who are essentially 8-year-old boys stuck in a 25-year-old man's body. But that's to be said for even otaku culture. Like, There are the mature ones, and then there are the ones who need to go shower.
Hey, I always shower.
So I don't know. I don't think being a brony has anything to do with your parental skills. I think that it's not one thing that goes hand in hand. I just met some people over the weekend actually. The father, he said, I'm becoming a brony because his daughter like absolutely loves My Little Pony, and when I did my Pinkie Pie, my friend took a picture to send to these people because their daughter really didn't see it. But like he's like, I'm becoming a brony, whatever. I mean, they're decent parents, but I don't know. I don't think you can say that. Oh, I'm a better parent because I'm a brony, or I'm a better parent because I'm not a brony. Like what you like doesn't really. I don't think it affects your parenting. What affects your parenting is how much attention you give your child, and like how you treat your kid.
Yeah.
All right.
But I'm not really a parent, so
Yes.
I just know a lot of
I'm a
parents.
parent.
Hey, who said I'm having a kid?
I'm
Yeah.
a
I went-
parent.
Dude, I went to like 2 birthday parties for kids over the weekends, and all my friends are like, you should have one so our kids can play. And I'm like, nope. I'll just play with your kid, and when it cries, I'll hand it back to you.
You can do the same thing. Just when it
That-
cries, just hand it to the father, and you went the
That
other
used
way.
to be my method.
That used to be your method.
Sorry.
Then what happened to that method?
I fucked up. And don't get me wrong, I love Grayson.
Are there any questions you want to know about Maka or Blair? To ask other podcast
I suck at questions.
What's been on your mind? Something to think about. Something to talk about.
I've just been doing real life job stuff, but I did buy a hula hoop that I'm gonna put LEDs in, so I'll have it for raves. So I'll have a reason to go to raves.
Yeah.
If you give me just a moment, I actually have a question from fandom.
Oh snap!
Wow. What's the question?
It says, what brought up the idea of doing the Soul Eater podcast?
All right. I suppose I can release the history of the Soul Eater podcast. It all started, I think, 3 AWAs ago. It was actually started, the idea...
Oh my god, who's doing that? Thank you.
The idea came about 3 years ago, I believe at AWA, and that was when I was actually doing, the year before that at AWA, in 2009, I believe, I had my Kilik cosplay for the first time, my first cosplay ever. The next year after that, I went again, and it was me and our Black Star. We were sitting in at the Kohana Corner panel that they did. Back then, the Kohana Corner panels were fun, entertaining, and it was really energetic. And they spiced things up every now and then. They threw different things out, in and out. So, and this was like, at that time, there was only probably like 3 anime podcasts. Kohana Corner, Ass Backwards, Awesome Cast, and one podcast, whatchamacallit podcast, one podcast from Vail, I think that existed, was starting. Then the unofficial One Piece podcast, that was starting. But, so me and our Black Star said, well, I want to do a podcast for about a show, but a show that doesn't have many people are interested in by this convention. And we go like, well, first off, we go like, well, I love God only knows. Like, yeah, I love it too, but there's only 2 guys, and one's a dick. And Blackstar goes, I'll be the one stuck as a dick, because you cosplay the other one. I go like, yeah, well, you do Blackstar. He's like, yeah, you do Kilik, we can do Soul Eater. So, that's how Soul Eater came up as a podcast. Then we pretty much, the next convention, I was tailoring, I literally pretty much self-apprenticed myself to the Kohana Corners podcast leader, and learned what he knew and how he ran people and all the other stuff, and talked to his people and all that stuff, and learned So that's pretty much where it got its full start. It started off at the first. Are you done? It started off as my first panel because the first panel I ever did was actually at a first year convention, Anime Blast Chattanooga. That was my first Soul Eater panel that we did, panel ever. So the podcast came out of that, and its founding members were the Spirit, Kilik, Spirit, and Black Star came out of that. Then we eventually got a Tsubaki, we got Patty to join, we had Soul, who was awesome, but it's hard to find him now.
Never
Medusa,
on.
Sid, and even though Black Star rarely shows up every now and then, it's pretty entertaining. The thing we wanted to do was get around a round table communication of giving facts out to people, things, fandoms people like, talked about it, discussion, pretty much have a mobile convention package without the dealer's room every week, where we can get people together and talk and have fun. That was the original thing from Soul Eater, and this is we're in our second year, full year, and I believe the first thing we ever put out was the Soul Eater Thanksgiving, where Black Star stole my pie. And that's why, if anyone's seen my computer, the Soul Eater podcast Skype box is called That's My Pie. But yeah, that was pretty much the reason we wanted to do it. And get information out there, absorb people, get people that knew Soul Eater, and just not really control the fandom, but contribute to the fandom. If you get what I mean. How do you think we're doing so far, then?
We need more people to know.
We do. Well, I do know Black Star and Soul, so... That's why we still need to get Z-Raid and some of the others to come on and talk.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, Z-Raid's shy. We asked. If one person listened to us, I'll be happy. But when the Soul Eater podcast, it'll stay around for a while. Probably about a year even after Soul Eater ends, in my opinion, just because this group of people is a pretty good group. Well, the call died. Well, I'll take this time. Well, thank you for listening to the Soul Eater podcast.
I'm still here, but everybody else died.
Yeah. So, thank you for listening to the Soul Eater podcast. You can find us on YouTube, but you might be listening to us. streams live every Wednesday at 9:30 Eastern.
Yep.
9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. Come about 8, we'll have some music playing on the Ustream just to warm people up. Check us out on Facebook group, Soul Eater Podcast, or Facebook page at Soul Eater Podcast. We've done interviews, we did stuff for MomoCon, we do panels. We're pretty much much do anything fandom-wise besides stupid stuff or unethical stuff. But check us out, souleaderpodcast@gmail.com, Soul Leader on Facebook, Soul Leader Podcast on Facebook, Soul Leader Podcast, the page and the group. Like our page, join our group. We'll throw some stuff up there. We have our Tumblr, which Maka helps run, which Maka runs. And that's about it. You can come see us at different conventions, where we'd love to sit down and just talk with y'all. So, I'm Kilik.
And I'm Maka, and everyone else is gone. Yay, technology.
Whatever. At least it happened at the end, not the middle.
True.
Alright. Thank you, and have a nice day.